Hello everyone, welcome to Simple Self-Defense with Ryan and Raul. Our goal in this channel is to provide you with the most simple and effective techniques that you can use without going into all the complicated flashiness of traditional martial arts. In this video, we're going to look at how to defend yourself against some of the most common punches thrown in a street fight situation. So we're going to look at how to defend against straight punches, we're going to look at how to defend against hook punches, and if you stick around to the end of the video, we're also going to show you how to overcome your opponent's guard in order to get some punches of your own in. To defend and counter against straight punches, we're going to do some parrying. So as the straight punches come in, all we're going to do is parry. When we're parrying, we're doing what's called deflecting. We're deflecting the punch. What we're not going to do is redirect the punch. So what we're not going to do is scoop and redirect, because when we're scooping, we are sacrificing our guard, okay? The more of our own arm that we give away, the more of our shield that we give away, we're sacrificing our guard, which leaves us open to attack. So we're just simply deflecting. We're keeping our hands nice and high. We're not letting them go below our chin. So as the strikes come in, we're simply deflecting. Bam, 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 bam. Notice my hands aren't going below my chin. They're not going here, okay? So we can't just stand around deflecting all day feeling real good about how quick we are and how good our reflexes are. We actually have to strike back as well. So as soon as we see an opportunity, we're deflecting these punches, and as soon as we see an opportunity, we're coming back in. So that's the parrying, guys. The next one we're going to look at is defending against hook punches, another really common strike in a street fight. So one way that you can defend against it, if you're particularly fast, do what we call the 360 defense. So as the hook comes in, we're actually coming out and we're meeting it. The way we're coming out and we're meeting the shot. So we're fast, we've got a little bit of preemption, we know it's coming, bang, and we're coming out and we're meeting it. There shouldn't be any reason why we don't know the punch is coming, all right? We shouldn't really be getting taken off guard. We should have some situational awareness. We should be looking at our attacker, should be looking them in the eye, should have a good awareness of their shoulder movement, so we know that as soon as they strike, we're in there, okay? We're in there using our forearms to block the shot as it comes in, and to get that counter, he's nice and open. So I'm gonna come straight in with a strike of my own, either straight into the face, to the throat, to the eyes, palm strikes, whatever. Just get that shot in as you're coming in. One more time. Bam. Another option, if you're not so quick and you haven't maybe seen it coming, we've looked at this cover quite a lot. As it comes in, bam, I'm here. Notice the position of my elbows, they're pointed, they're gonna strike the attacker, and then I can come in with hammer fist, some knees, maybe go into a clinch, whatever. To overcome the attacker's guard, maybe we don't want to wait for them to throw a punch. Maybe they're not throwing anything and we want to land a strike of our own. A good way of doing that can be through feinting. So I may go to throw a punch to force them to drop their hand and then come around. So if the opponent does what we talked about earlier, that redirecting where they're sacrificing their hand when I'm throwing the strike, then I might feint and come over the top. Option number 2 is trapping. So they may have their hands up here and I can trap and overcome. So I'm trapping and I'm coming straight over the top with a punch of my own. Same with the other side. If I'm right-handed, I can use either my lead hand or I can use my rear hand as well. Bang, coming over the top. Essentially grabbing their hand and moving it out of the way to come over the top with a strike. So that's what trapping is.
One problem that I see when your opponent is ready to punch, maybe you never throw a punch in your life. Maybe not even in the school. Maybe you don't know how to throw a punch to a human. You never throw a punch to anyone. You never threw a punch to anyone. So in this case, there is a thing that I love, which is eye poking. You see? I barely touch him and he just moved. Eye poking is like, what? Bam, eye poking, just, you have some fingers, right? 2 fingers in one eye, the other 2 fingers in the other eye, eye poking. Okay, so, well, hang on, clack, from your fence, eye poking. At the very least, he's gonna move and he's gonna probably give you the angle to kick in the balls, to kick in the groin, okay? Okay, so we can pam, and then we can pam. If you don't know how to throw a punch, if you are not ready to throw a punch, if you are scared to throw a punch, it maybe it's very violent to throw a punch because you don't really know if that person is just a homeless person on drugs or whatever. Okay, I poke in and kick the balls. Something is better than nothing. And with this channel, we are trying to improve that something. Okay, between being an MMA street fighting professional and doing nothing, being a sitting duck, there is a lot of things in the middle. We try that middle to be as good as possible, as effective as possible with this channel, simple self-defense for average folks.
So if you're defending against these punches really well and you're countering really well, what you might find is that you're getting the upper hand over your attacker, you're gaining the advantage. What they might do then though is they might shoot for a takedown. Because if you're winning the street fight, they might try and take you down to the ground instead. They might have some grappling experience, they might be bigger than you or stronger than you. So if you want to learn how to defend yourself against a takedown, then you should definitely check out that video there. And guys, please like and subscribe for more self-defense content. Great, thanks everyone.